This was the bigger snowfall in Beijing for several years. I headed out early in the morning just to see the summer palace right after the snow. So quiet here, mandarin ducks wander quietly on the frozen lake. Longevity Hill is covered in fresh white, the trees dusted. The tower of Buddhist incense stands still and calm at the top. The lake is half frozen, half flowing, like time itself has slowed down. The summer palace welcomes its first sunrise after the snow. The whole world feels like it's just waking up. A soft orange glow spreads across the sky, slowly filtering through thin clouds and falling gently onto the snow-covered lake. Snow-dusted red ancient buildings, quiet, soft, and timeless. The sun climbs higher in the distance. Warm orange light softly warming a world of quiet white. Reeds along the shore sway lightly in the cold air. Bare branches gently bowed under snow. Orange light slowly spills from the edge of the clouds, like a quiet lamp lit in winter. Snow-covered branches are framing the rising sun, like a natural paint. Light and shadow soften. The lake lies still, as if the world holds its breath. Suddenly, swans lift into the air behind the tree and flying over the lake. Then land softly on the lake. Ripples bloom, and winter feels alive again. Behind the ancient trees and fresh snow, the sun slowly rises through thin clouds, as if parting the clouds to reveal the sun, a scene resembling a fairyland. After watching the sunrise, we head to one of the most poetic spots in Summer Palace, the West Causeway, and enjoy the snow scenery along the way. The West Causeway of Summer Palace stretches across Kunming Lake from southeast to northwest. It was built around 1750 during the reign of Qianlong Emperor, inspired by the famous Su Causeway of West Lake in Hangzhou of South China. Lined with willow trees, the causeway is dotted with 6 uniquely designed bridges, connecting a series of classical landscapes and quiet scenic spots along the way. Entering the West Causeway from the southeast, the first bridge you come across is Liu Bridge. Liu Bridge is a 5-arch granite bridge. A 3-bay pavilion with a double-eaved roof stands on top, with beams decorated in traditional Su-style paintings. After crossing the Willow Bridge and walking a bit further, you'll see Jingming Tower, the largest building on the West Causeway. Built in a traditional Jiangnan garden style, it features a main hall with two side pavilions connected by covered corridors. The roof features a traditional hip and gable design, with clear layers, graceful lines, and a strong sense of classical elegance. The roof features a traditional hip and gable design, with clear layers, graceful lines, and a strong sense of classical elegance. The overall design draws on the elegance and refinement of Jiangnan gardens, with a strong emphasis on blending seamlessly with the surrounding waterscape. Lian Bridge is a square, single-arch bridge with a pavilion on top. The pavilion has 8 pillars and a double-eaved four-cornered roof, giving it an elegant and classic look. Through snow-covered branches, Lian Bridge appears in the distance, elegant, quiet, and faint, like a scene in a winter painting. With snow covering and the rising sun, the bridge combines the elegance of traditional architecture, the quiet beauty of winter, and the softness of natural light. Nearby, snow-dusted branches hold a few magpies, their quiet calls breaking the silence. Standing on the bridge, on the east, beyond the tree lies the vast, frozen surface of Kunming Lake, appearing as a smooth, pale expanse. The lake blends almost seamlessly into the muted winter sky, enhancing the calm and minimalist atmosphere. In the distance to the west, Yuquan Mountain and its pagoda are covered in snow and standing quietly against the misty mountains. The tower adds a sense of history and serenity to the frozen landscape, like a timeless guardian watching over the silent winter scene. Go ahead, you'll soon come to Mirror Bridge. It's a single-arch stone bridge, and its name comes from a poem by Liu Bridge, adding a poetic touch to the view. Mirror Bridge features an octagonal pavilion with a double-eaved roof, elegant and eye-catching. After the snow, Mirror Bridge rests quietly over the frozen lake. The ice spreads out like glass, reflecting the bridge and the distant Longevity Hill. On the north side, in front of the bridge, the snow-covered slopes of Longevity Hill rise gently. Traditional Chinese buildings are scattered along the hillside, with the iconic tower of Buddhist Incense standing prominently above the rest. Their layered roofs, dusted with snow, create a soft and elegant silhouette. The mandarin duck with richly colored plumage is walking on thin ice. Another one is swimming in the water. On the south, in the lake, winter whispers through silent branches, the lake half asleep, ducks drifting like thoughts. Some moments don't need noise to be beautiful. Youfeng Bridge has a quiet, Jiangnan-style feel. The bridge has a special design square in the middle and round on both sides. Surrounded by century-old mulberry trees, it carries a strong sense of history and scenic beauty. In the distance, Longevity Hill rises quietly, crowned by traditional Chinese architecture that appears even more majestic against the pale winter sky. Visitors walk carefully across the icy lake, adding a sense of life to the otherwise serene and still environment. The contrast between the dark tree branches, the white snow, and the muted tones of ancient buildings creates a peaceful, almost poetic atmosphere, capturing the timeless beauty of the summer palace in winter. The birds are chirping and singing on the branches. A quiet moment of winter life unfolds on the icy waters of the summer palace. A lone Eurasian coot glides gracefully through a small patch of unfrozen water, creating gentle ripples that swirl across the partially frozen surface. We're going to end my video with the beautiful and timely snow scene. Thank you for watching this unique historic landmark.